Mindful Life Practice community.
All right. So welcome to our practice. You know what? Let's start in a seated meditation. So you can come onto like a cushion or a block or whatever. Let your palms be heavy. Let your spine stack straight up. And then just give yourself a moment to curl your shoulders up towards your earlobes. And then soften your shoulders down the back. And then we'll do this again. Shoulders go all the way up towards the earlobes. And then send them down the back. And then once more, because it feels good. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your navel. And then as you do this, give yourself an opportunity to check in with how you're feeling. This week was kind of a roller coaster for me. You know, all this time I've been like desperate for the e-learning to end, and then it's coming to a close and you're realizing like, I'm not going to say goodbye to these kids that I love so much. And I guess for a lot of us, coronavirus has kind of been about this. It's been about endings and beginnings, whether that ending is like, you know, I used to be in the lives of all these people from my spinning studio, for example, and now I don't go there, and that's the ending, and then there's a new beginning. Right, so this is another ending, and it's in an unusual way, and I have to learn how to find closure with that ending and peace with that ending, and then kind of move forward with a beginning. So maybe an intention for us this morning or this afternoon can be about that. Endings and beginnings, and letting go with grace. And if that intention does not resonate with you and you'd rather just get a good stretch in, that is also okay. We're all here for different reasons, so just acknowledge that now. Taking one more round of breath. And then let's just release that grip, and we're going to take a traps muscle stretch. Drop your right earlobe down towards your right shoulder. Land your right palm on the side of your skull, and then just kind of stretch into the left traps muscle. So I have to tell you guys something. Whenever I say lead people through this trapezius muscle, I'm always afraid that I'm going to say trapezoid muscle. And I think that's something that only elementary school teachers can relate to, because I think we're the only people on earth that have to use words like trapezoid in our jobs. Shape's such an important skill. Take your head all the way back up through center. And then just scan the left side compared to the right. And then take it the opposite way. So drop your left earlobe, lift your left palm up, anchor it on the side of your head, and stretch through the trapezoid muscle, the trapezius muscle. And then lift the head all the way back up through center. Drop the chin towards the chest and then just take some circles of the chin. And then we're going to come all the way forward on our mats into a child's pose of Balasana. So come onto your knees, rest your forehead on the earth. Just going to move my computer. And then let this pose be almost like you're like a turtle inside your shell. Kind of checking out from all outside awareness and outside stimuli and turning inward. And then take a big breath in, come all the way forward into a tabletop. And then land, leave your left palm where it is. Take your right arm up towards the sky. Take a twisting breath in. And then thread your right arm underneath the left and land onto the right shoulder and the right cheek. And then lift all the way back up through center. And then we'll twist the opposite way. So lift your left arm all the way up. And then thread your left arm under and land onto your left cheek and your left shoulder. And then come all the way back through center. Let's walk our hands forward and land our bodies in a puppy pose so your chin or your forehead rests on the mat. So we're gonna do a practice today that is gonna revolve around shoulder openers and heart openers. Just kind of like creating space where we might have been stuck. Walk your hands back. Bringing your body up into a table. And then reach your right leg behind you, reaching your left arm up. So you're balancing left arm lifted up, right foot lifted up. I'm tongue twistering. If you're feeling wobbly, you can always leave that hand on the mat. It's all good. Take a breath in. And then exhale your elbow to your knee, a little bit of core crunching. We're going to take 3 more of these. Breath in. And then breath out. 2 more, inhale. And then exhale. And then 1 more breath in. And then 1 more breath out. And then inhale, lengthen everything up. And then if you want to take a little bit of a back bend, a heart opener, if you're feeling spacious, you might lift your foot towards the sky and maybe reach your hand back, taking tiger pose. Knowing that it's an option, and if your spine does not feel like it, then don't force anything to happen. Release your left palm. Take your left toes off the side of the mat, and then inhale your right arm up towards the sky. Nice. So this is a balancing pose. It's like Ardha Chandrasana on the knee, and then I'm going to give you one more option. If you want to play around with kicking your right foot back and taking your hand onto your right foot, this is a bit more of a accessible back bend because we're not crossing through the body. Release the right foot, release the right hand, and then land your right foot, lift all the way up, and then take a big breath in, reverse your warrior, reaching your left fingertips back. And then come all the way back around through center, landing your palms, taking your left toes on the mat. You're gonna tuck your left toes and lift up into a three-legged dog. And then bend through your right knee and take circles. In Harry Potter Kids Yoga, this pose is called three-headed dog. You know that creepy dog Fluffy who is guarding the Philosopher's Stone, and you have to play music. Anyway, we bark, and then we sing Harry Potter songs. Lengthen your right leg all the way up. And then land your right toes back on the mat, and then just walk out the dog, pressing through the heels. And land your knees onto the mat. Find yourself back in your table. We'll take the exact same flow on the opposite side. So take your left leg all the way up and then reach your right arm up this time. Taking a breath in. And then exhale, elbow to knee. And then take 3 more. Two more. Last one. And then if you want, maybe bending through the left foot, lifting up, maybe the right palm reaches back, coming into your tiger, opening through the heart a little bit, opening through the chest, the spine. And then release that connection. Plant your right palm on the mat. Take your right tippy toes off the side of the mat. And then breathe your left arm all the way up towards the sky. And then maybe once again, you're kicking the foot back, finding an expansion here. And then release your left foot, land your left foot on the mat, come all the way up. And then again, reversing your warrior. So opening through the right side body. And then come all the way back through center, windmill palms, tuck the right toes, lift your left leg up, take your circles. You're on mute, so if you want to bark like a dog or sing a Harry Potter song, no one will judge you. And then land your left foot on the mat. Bend through your knees, gaze forward, step your feet up to meet your hands. Next, you got it. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, fold. Bend through the knees, sit the hips back, lift the arms up, finding yourself in your chair. Sit a little lower. Get okay with this discomfort. You are not going to be in chair pose forever. One more breath. And then can you lift all the way up to stand, reach through the arms, and then take the palms into heart center. Let go of movement, receive stillness. Let go of effort, receive ease. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower, plant the palms, step your feet back. Nice, move through a Vinyasa Flow, so elbows are drawing back. You're lifting your heart up. Nice, and then coming all the way back to your down dog. Take your right leg up towards your sky, three-legged dog. Draw the right knee in, you're gonna come into a core plank, knee into the chest, holding here for 3, or 2. And then on 1, just step your right foot between your palms. Land onto your left heel. We're gonna lift all the way up into a warrior 2. Nice, you got it. Take an inhale, reverse your warrior. Take an exhale, come all the way up. Windmill palms to the mat and frame the foot. Now leave your left palm where it is as you take your right arm all the way up towards the sky. Nice. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Step your right foot all the way back. Side plank for 3, or 2. And then for 1, land your right palm down. Great, and then move through your vinyasa. Nice. Let's take this flow on the opposite side. Take your left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Draw the left knee in, land onto the right heel, come all the way up into your warrior two. And then inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, windmill, palms to the mat and frame the foot, lift off of the back heel. Spiral the left arm up towards the sky. And then once again, we step all the way back, side plank. Land onto your left palm. Yeah, we got it, Vinyasa. So that's our little warm-up flow. And we are gonna just take it one more time. So bend through the knees, gaze forward, hop or step feet up to meet the hands. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, fold. Bend through the knees, sit back, find your chair, your Utkatasana. And then take your palms into your heart center. Lift at the elbows, inhale. And then twist, land your right elbow onto your left knee. Come all the way back through center. Let's twist the opposite way. Left elbow, right knee. Come all the way back through center with a breath in. And then exhale, come forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice. Exhale, lower, plant the palms, either step straight back or take your vinyasa. Nice. Good. Inhale your right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Draw your right knee in, step your right foot between your palms, land onto your left heel. Come all the way back into your warrior two. Second time, it's familiar. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, windmill, palms to the mat. Left palm stays, right palm reaches up, and you step back to your side plank. And then land your right palm, vinyasa. Nice, you're doing awesome. And then opposite side, take a big breath in, lift your left leg up. Draw your left knee in, step your left foot between your palms, land onto your right heel, all the way up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, come all the way back up, windmill, palms to the mat. One more. Anchor your right palm, lift your left arm up. Step your left foot all the way back, side plank. And then land your left palm. And this time, we're gonna land the knees and slowly lower all the way down. We're gonna stay on our belly for a moment. Take your fingertips off the side of your mat. And then almost create these 90-degree angles with your arms, and you're tensing the fingertips. And then we're going to kind of snake the heart up and then lower it back down. And then just kind of get into the rhythm like this, inhaling and then exhaling. 3 more. Two more. And then the last one. Lower all the way down. Lengthen your right arm flat on the mat out towards the side. Yeah, place your left palm on the mat. You got it. You almost want to have it like straight out with its back. Just bring it so it's like totally straight with your shoulder. And then, yeah, you got it. Lift all the way up, roll over so your left toes land. And this is quite an intense stretch for your back of your right shoulder. I don't know what this pose is called. In my notes, I'll often call it broken wing thing. Because that's what it feels like almost like a bird with a broken wing maybe. But it's a really nice, sweet little stretcher. I find it to be nice. Might not feel nice for you because I don't know your body, but just try it out. And then slowly roll all the way back. And then lengthen your left arm Land onto your right fingertips and then roll the opposite way. How does it feel on this side? Come all the way back through center. Taking palms underneath the shoulders, lift up into a tabletop. All the way back up to your down dog. So we're gonna get into the meat of our mandala flow. So our mandala flow is like a circle, it's almost like a journey. So we'll be turning around facing different directions on the mat. If you got lost, it's okay. Take your right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. You're gonna bend through your right knee and stack your hips. And then if you want to flip your dog coming into your wild thing, you're gonna come forward, forward, forward into a plank, roll onto the other edge of the left foot, land onto your right tippy toes, lift your heart up for 3, for 2. And then for 1, come all the way forward, land your right palm, take the knee into the chest, 3, 2, nice work. And then 1, step your right foot between your palms, land onto your left heel, come all the way up into a warrior 2. Take your right palm, you're gonna place it on your left shoulder, take your left palm, place it on your right elbow, draw the elbow back. And then if you want to unwind, and then hook the fingertips together, coming into your, these are cow face arms, go for it. And then release that grip, interlace the palms behind you, lift through your chest, and then hinge forward, reaching your hands overhead behind you. Press through the feet, come all the way back up, release the grip, lengthen through the right leg, shorten your stance a tiny bit, reach your fingertips out, take a breath in, hinge forward, and then clock your right arm alongside your right leg. Next triangle. Now, if you want to, shifting weight onto your right foot and right fingertips, lifting your left leg up, Ardha Chandrasana. Land your left foot, come all the way up, lengthen, turn all 10 toes to face the side wall, breath in, arms reach up, and then hinge forward. Let go of movement, receive stillness, letting go of effort, receiving ease. And now comes the adventure part. So roll all the way up, turn your left toes to face the back of the mat. Step your right foot in, so it's now on a 45-degree angle. And you're gonna inhale your arms up towards the sky, and then just reach your arms forward so you're dangling into a pyramid pose. So this is a stretch for the back of the left calf. Have a little micro bend in the knee. And then inhale, lift all the way back up. Bend through your right knee now. Open your arms into cactus arms. Wrap your left arm underneath your right. So this is your eagle arms. You can have your hands gripping the shoulders, or you can weave the arms together. Now you're going to trust weight onto your left foot and lean forward, finding yourself in a warrior 3. Extension through the right heel for 3, for 2. And then for 1, tilt all the way up and then cross your right leg on top of your left, finding yourself in this eagle pose. It's okay if you're wobbly. The beauty in vines is how they directly translate to our real life, right? So we knot ourselves up, we tie ourselves to commitments, to stories, to beliefs about ourselves. And then it's when we release these knots, it's when we find the most freedom. So take a big breath in, land your right foot, sweep your arms up. And then take your palms into your heart center. Do a little swivel. So you're now facing the opposite wall, the one that you weren't before. You're turning towards the left, let me be clear. And then stepping your left foot forward. So turning the left toes out. You're now facing the front of your mat. We're gonna do one thing. I hate this pose, Skandasana. It's uncomfortable for me. And I'm trying to like do these things that make me uncomfortable because it's like where we grow, yeah? So your left leg is extended. You're gonna be bending through the right knee and lengthening through the left leg and lowering. And you might see why I hate this, because it's super uncomfortable. Or maybe it's comfortable for you. Every single person experiences yoga differently. Don't let my issues become your issues. Slowly walk all the way back up. Warrior two. Yeah, you got it. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, windmill your palms to the mat, frame the foot. You made it all the way around. And then step your left foot back. Nice, and then vinyasa. Beautiful. Opposite side. Left leg lifts. Bend through the left knee, stack the hips. Maybe you flip the dog, landing onto your left toes, lifting your heart up. 3, 2. On 1, take the knee through center. And then step your left foot between your palms. Land onto your right heel, come all the way up. And then this time you plant your left palm onto your right shoulder and weave your right fingertips around and see if you can make a connection. And then release that grip that you found, finding another bind, palms connect together, breath in, and then hinge your body forward. Press through the feet, lift all the way up, lengthen through the left leg, walk your right foot in, reach forward, take your left arm alongside your left leg, find your Trikonasana, your triangle pose, and then shift weight onto your left foot and left fingertips, Ardha Chandrasana. Nice, beautiful. Step your right foot all the way back. Turn all 10 toes to face the side wall. Inhale, and then exhale, just let your body dangle. Let go of movement, receive stillness. Let go of effort, receive ease. As you dangle, I always like to use the metaphor of like imagining the weight of the world rolling off your back. And then slowly roll all the way up. Turn your right toes to the back of the mat. Step your left foot in. Reach your arms up towards the sky. And then fall into your pyramid. Lift all the way back up, bend through the right knee, lift the arms up, open the arms, and then this time the right arm underneath the left. Maybe you grip the palms together. Maybe you weave and high five the fingers. See if you can tilt forward to your warrior 3, just temporarily. And then lift all the way up, cross your left thigh on top of the right. Maybe you hook the toes together. Get okay with being uncomfortable. It's like when you're outside wearing your mask. It is not comfortable, but you have to do it. And what do you learn from being uncomfortable? What do you learn from this experience? Slowly unwind, sweep everything up, up, up. Take your palms into heart center. Feel the clarity and contrast. And then lift onto your tippy toes, quarter swivel towards the right. Step your right foot out. Turn your right toes to face the front of the mat. We have our fun Skandasana, so you're on the right heel and you're shifting back. And you might find that this pose is totally different on one side than the other. Your hands might be on the mat. All good. And then slowly lift all the way up, bend through the right knee, all the way back, warrior two. Windmill palms to the mat, frame the foot. Step the right foot back and vinyasa. Nice, coming all the way back up to your down dog. And then you're gonna bend through the knees, gaze forward, and then hover step the feet wider than the hands. Come down into a Buddha squat. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can have something underneath the heels. You can be sitting on like some blocks or books. We are gonna play with extending the right arm and extending the left arm and just getting a stretch for the shoulders. And then transitioning and going the opposite way. Nice. On your next one, stay. And then see if you can weave the fingertips back, make a connection, gaze over the left shoulder. And then come all the way back. And then take it the opposite way. Maybe coming into the bind, maybe not. Come all the way back through center. Plant your palms onto the mat, lift your bottom. Snuggle your knees into your armpits, and maybe you can shift your weight forward, flying into your Bakasana, your crow. Gaze at a drishti point, and if you're not there, maybe you just play with lifting one set of toes. How does that feel? And then if you're feeling crazy, you might hop back. I'm not. I'm just going to step up to my down dog. Nice. So we are going to take this mandala flow one more time. We'll move a little quicker. We'll add a few things here and there. So take your right leg up towards the sky, bend through your right knee, stack your hips. Maybe you flip all the way over. Wild thing. Come all the way back through center, knee into the chest. 3, 2, 1. Good. Step your right foot between your palms. Land onto your left heel. Come all the way up. Land your right palm. See if you can weave your left fingertips back. Shoulder opening bind. And then release your grip again. Inhale. Take your palms into hearts, not heart center. Place behind the sacrum. Inhale here. And then hinge your body forward. Lift all the way back up. Release your grip. Lengthen through your right leg. And then hinge forward. Right arm alongside right leg. Yeah. And then if you want to shift weight onto your right foot, right fingertips, maybe you kick the heel towards the bottom. Ardha Chapasana. Nice. Release your left foot and left palm, and then step your left foot all the way back. And we're going to lengthen through the right leg, and then turn all the way around. So your left toes face the back of the mat, and you step your right foot in. And then inhale your arms up, and then hinge forward. Pyramid pose. Slowly lift all the way back up. Bend through the left knee, open the arms. Take your left arm underneath the right. And then once again, we trust weight onto our left foot. We lift all the way up. And then can you come up and cross your right thigh on top of your left? Find your eagle. Get okay with being uncomfortable. And then unwind the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms in heart center. Let's add one more balancing pose in while we're here. Take the right heel towards the bottom. Grab hold of the right foot. Maybe you stay. And maybe you reach your heart forward, taking your dancer's pose, Nadarajasana 3, 2, and then 1, come all the way up, land your right foot. Lift onto your tippy toes, swivel to your left side, hands at heart center. Take a big step forward, turn your left toes to face the front of the mat. Skandasana, yay. Can you just be in this pose and be okay with it, ignoring your emotional reaction to it, whether it's good or bad, and then come all the way up, warrior 2 again. Nice. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, palms forward. Nice. Step the left foot back, and then travel through your Vinyasa Flow. Beautiful. Just one more side. Left leg lifts. Bend through your left knee, stack the hips. Slowly roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. Left tippy toes, lift your heart up. Land your left palm, take the knee into the chest. 3. Yeah, you got it. 2. And then 1, step your left foot all the way forward. Land onto your right heel. Come all the way up. Land your left palm on the shoulder, reach your right fingertips back, see if you can connect. And then open your arms, interlace your palms together, take a breath in, and then hinge forward. Lift all the way back up, lengthen through your left leg, release your grip. Walk your right foot in, hinge forward, and then take your left arm alongside your left leg. Beautiful. Shift weight onto your left foot, left fingertips. Maybe you take your half moon. Maybe you kick the heel towards the bottom. Finding your pose. Release the right foot, release the right hand, step all the way back. And then do your swivel. So your right toes face the back of the mat, your left foot steps in, then take a big inhale. Reach your arms forward, and then dangle. And then come all the way up. Open your arms, bend through the right knee, take your left arm underneath the right. For the last time, we'll lift all the way up, coming into that eagle. Twist, tying your body up and being okay with it as best you can. I know that's not easy. Unwind. And then kick your left heel to your bottom. One more balancing pose. Lean forward, dancer's pose. And then just step your left foot beside your hand, or sorry, beside your right foot, hands at heart center. Let's lift onto the tippy toes, quarter swivel towards the right. Step your right foot all the way forward, right toes point forward. One more Skandasana. And then lift all the way up, bend through the right knee, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse, you made it. Exhale your palms forward. Nice, and then step your right foot back. Beautiful, one more vinyasa. Nice work. And then after your vinyasa, you're gonna land your knees onto the mat. All right, so
I have a heart opening pose for us to do. So this pose is called Ustrasana, camel pose. And how you're going to get into it is you're going to come up onto the knees and have your knees tucked. You're gonna place your palms. I've learned to place them face up to support your spine, the fingertips pointing upwards. And then you're gonna keep your chin tucked. It's called Jalandhara Bandha. And slowly lean your heart back. You're pushing the sacrum forward, you're leaning the heart back. And then option 1, you're here. Option 2, your hands might reach towards your heels or ankles, keeping your chin tucked. Let's stay here for 5 more breaths. And then place your palms on your sacrum to support yourself, coming all the way back up. Untuck your toes, just rest your hips on your heels and rest your palms on your thighs. And how does this feel in your heart? How does it feel to open and expand and almost become vulnerable? And then what does it feel like to let that go? We're going to shift our feet to the side, come all the way onto our heels. Our heels are, oh my God, I'm like losing my mind. Roll all the way down. You guys probably saw on Instagram, I told my students we had done 15 minutes of e-learning. We've done 15 weeks. Plant your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Flex your right toes. Now you might stay here, you might push your right palm into your right thigh, and then maybe you interlace the palms on the left thigh or the left shin. So this whole theme of letting go. It is one of the most commonly talked about themes in yoga. And the reason why is because it's something that we as human beings really, really struggle with. When given the choice, we want to hold on, we want to collect, we want to almost hoard things, fearful that we won't have enough, fearful that it won't be okay when it's gone. But what we can receive from letting go, if we're brave enough to trust in it, it can be beautiful. Land your left foot back on the mat. We'll take one more little hip opening move. So take your right foot up towards the sky, hook your fingertips around your right big toe, and then open your left knee towards the side. And you got a little stretch. And then we will switch it up. So land your right foot, cross your left ankle, push your left palm into your left thigh, draw your left toes back towards your left knee, stay. Or maybe come a little deeper. And how does your hip feel on this side? Land your right foot. Lift your left foot up. Grab hold of your left big toes and then let your right knee drop open towards the side. Bring your right foot back to plant. Land your left foot on the mat. You're gonna open your arms into cactus arms. Draw your knees into your chest. And then drop both knees over towards the right, gaze over to the left shoulder. Open your right arm, come all the way back through center. And then drop the opposite way. Come all the way back up. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself one little moment. Maybe finishing the sentence, I would be lighter if I let go of. What would you be lighter if you let go of? And then slowly extend one leg. And then the next. Making your way into your final resting pose. So this pose is called Shavasana in Sanskrit. And I don't think I've ever given the English translation because I find it kind of, well, it's an intense English translation. It means corpse pose. And the idea is that it is an ending. And then after your Shavasana, you're born again. Endings and beginnings. Rest softly. Letting go as best you can. And knowing that I will bring you back when the time is up. Well, the sun is surely sinking down, and the moon is slowly rising. So this whole world still keeps spinning round, and I still love you. So close your eyes. You can close your eyes. It's alright. I don't know no love song, and I can't sing the blues anymore. But I can sing this song, and you can sing this song when I'm gone. It won't be long before another day, and we're gonna have a good time, and no one's gonna take that time away. You can stay as long as you like. So close your eyes. You can close your eyes. It's alright. And I don't know no love song, but I can sing the blues when I'm gone. And I can sing this song, and you can sing this song when I'm gone. Just give your fingers and your toes a little wake up wiggle. Running a nice long stretch, fingertips all the way through toes, waking up and being born again. Leaving behind what you can with an intention of lightness and ease through the rest of your day. Make your way up to your seated shape with your palms resting at your heart center. No hurries to get there. If you want to stay in Shavasana, stay. We close with our intention. The ancient intention, but the original intention is that our yoga practice remain steady, that our efforts on this path remain continuous, and that our yoga practice serves and benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe, be happy, be healthy, and be free. And may the thoughts and actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. So we will finish with an Om, inhaling, exhaling, and then inhaling through to make the Om. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Thank you so much for sharing the space and the practice. Om Shanti, 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 peace. Namaste.
The Mindful Life Practice Community.